I'm Allison Phelps, and the Chamber wants to remind you that your vote counts. Coming up, the candidates running for Quorum Court District 3 in the primary election answer some key questions to help you make an informed decision. Please state your name and political affiliation and tell us why you're running for Quorum Court District 3.
My name is David Payne. I'm running as a Republican for Justice of the Peace for District 3 in Independence County. The reason I'm running is because there's lots of reasons. I was born here, I was raised here, I've served my community, I've served my country, I'm retired military. I served from the time I was a Cub Scout, long time ago, all the way up till now. I've served my community as a volunteer fireman, as a police officer for Independence County. I work with my community in various programs to try to help make the county better.
Brent Henderson. I'm running for JP District 3. I am up for re-election. When I first ran in 2009, there were some things going on in the county that I didn't agree with, and I wanted to be able to I wanted to see some changes. And I'm not the type of person to just sit back and complain. I will either try to do something about it or I'll stay home and keep my mouth shut, and that's what I've done.
What is your stance on economic development in Independence County? And if it was only up to you, where would you devote money to move our economy forward? Do you have any specific plans for your district?
I think where we should really concentrate more than anything else for growing the economy in our area is one, we've talked about tourism a lot, but we need to make larger strides for the tourism in our area to bring in more tax dollars. We're really suffering right now on loss of economic base because of taxes that we should be getting. Unfortunately, we aren't because of some things that have happened that have kind of not helped the situation as it is. I believe that there are lots of opportunities to bring in small businesses. We've really avoided a lot of the small business in an effort to kind of bring in large businesses. I think the large companies on the larger scale, the ones like the White Rogers and the old shoe factories and some factories like that, I don't think right now is the best time for us to really work to try to come up with those types of companies. I think it would be a lot more advantageous for us to try to come up with several smaller companies that would employ anywhere from 10 to 35 or 40 people. That way, if we lose one of those companies, we can easily absorb that loss until we can bring in someone to take their place. When we have a large company that is employing 1,000 to 1,500 people and we lose those, it's a great economic impact on our community. Those are the things that I think we should look at in the short term. Granted, in the long term, 20 years down the road, we need to be in a position where we can sort of bring those larger companies into the area. As far as my district, the district that I'm running for Justice of the Peace in, we have some great opportunities in the areas that I have. It covers an area in Salado, part of Southside, up to Pleasant Plains and over to a portion between Blackland over to almost to Floral. That area and that location in that area is prime. It's a prime location to bring in businesses, to bring in some opportunities up in that area that have kind of been ignored in the past. We have a fantastic location in that area. We have the county economic area that's been placed over in the Southside region. Fantastic location to bring in some of the smaller businesses I was talking about. So those are the areas that I would like to concentrate in and to try to make that so attractive that companies want to come in here. Not just because we're asking them to, but because they want to. That's what we have to do, is make it attractive for them.
As far as economic development in my district, I'm more in the rural area. As far as helping the poultry, stuff like that, yes, that would affect my district. As far as economic development, I would devote my money to existing businesses and, a certain amount of new business, but we have to keep our old standby companies here, the poultry companies have been the backbone of this town for years. I know we need other things, we need more economic development, but we've got to keep what we have here to keep our structure together. That's just basically where I stand.
Do you have any ideas on how to correct the county road situation that the residents of Independence County face on a daily basis? If so, what are your plans if elected?
County roads is always a problem. And as a county judge, that has to be the largest headache that he has. I would venture to say a large percentage of our county finances go just in the county roads. There's lots of strides that have been taking place in the last several years on ways to repair roads and fix roads at a more economical and more feasible way of fixing those roads than maybe what we've been using here. It's an opportunity for us to kind of research those strides and see if it's something that we can take advantage of. The roads, from what I'm told, we have 475 square miles. 775 square miles of this county. And I'm told by folks that that takes in several hundred miles of roads and trails that the county is responsible for. It's hard to take care of all of that, but the primary roads have to be taken care of first, secondary roads second, and then the small community roads and the driveways and the things that are important to individuals have to be looked at on a case-by-case basis. It's something that in my district, I think that the roads are pretty good in my district. I don't think we have an extreme problem there, but there are some locations where we have some logging groups and some folks who are detrimental to the roads in those areas. I think that we should be allowed the opportunity to bring some extra work from those groups to try to help take care of their roads if they're the biggest problem we have on those roads. So those are some of the things I'd like to research and see if we can't kind of attack the problem that way.
Well, I am chairman of the road commission now. We have made some changes to the way that we repair the roads. We are using a lime stabilization base now when we go in and replace a road. We are doing some things that's never been done before. With our money as limited as it is, we're doing all we can do to improve the roads, and we're trying to do a better job as far as a longer fix. When we fix one, we try to put a better base, and we're trying to go back with asphalt on top of it instead of a chip seal where it will last longer. But our money is limited, and right now with the flooding we've had and everything, we're just fighting to get back to where we were right now. But like I said, we have made changes in the way we do our base roads and stuff like that. Out in the southern part of the county where I'm at, we have got some reimbursement from the gas companies that has helped maintain and improve the roads out there to a certain extent. We are looking at some issues on some of the roads in the north and south where the timber companies have done some damage. We're looking at we're offering them the same deal as we do the gas companies, where they can participate and help us repair the roads, or we're gonna make where they have to have a bond to be able to operate their heavier equipment in and out. And if they do not want to participate, they'll have to put up this bond money, and if they tear the roads up, we will use their bond money, and it will not be returned to them if they don't want to participate. And that's just something we're looking at. That's ways where me and the county judge and the whole Quorum Court are working together to try to improve what we can with the money we have.
Would you like to make any other comments regarding the White River Hydro project, trash, or the jail system?
Gee, those are three areas that could probably take a long time to discuss. We could probably spend hours on those. The hydro system, in my personal opinion, I believe it was probably a mistake. in the first place. I think that that money could have probably been used more advantageously in some other projects. It was a gallant effort, and I wish that it had worked better, but I think that it's probably at a point now where it may be best for us to cut our losses and stop what we can. As far as the trash, I'm not really sure, because I haven't done enough research and I haven't spoke to the county judge. I'm not really sure why a county this size and this large cannot have their own trash disposal area. Right now we're having to truck our trash to the other side of Jackson County, and the expense involved in that is dramatic. It's a big drain on our finances for trash picked up that's allocated for that. So I'd like to kind of see if we can't find a better way to do that, or at least some way that would help to cut the cost on that procedure. The jail system, it's a big drain. I know the juvenile detention center, it's a whole different setup than the way that the jail system is. There's not much we can do for the jail system. In my opinion, I hate to see that we may have to cut half of the beds that we have allocated for our jail system. If it were up to me, we would add on to the jail. We'd make a much larger jail. We'd try to find ways to generate income from other counties that we could use our jail system, or we could use a confinement facility for this entire 8-county area that in the past we've been responsible for. I'd like to see us come up with a way that we could effectively use that to this county's advantage, instead of having to disadvantage the county by cutting the beds and cutting the opportunity to take care of our community as we do.
The hydroelectric system is it has some problems where we're experiencing problems with it right now. There has been, it's not working that good. That's just the best way I can put it. And I don't know what the future of it will be. We're looking at different ways of making it more efficient, different operation practices. I don't know what the long-term situation will be there with the hydroelectric project. As far as the trash, well, I think we're with what we have to work with, we're doing pretty good. It seems to be, we seem to be handling it all right now. I mean, we're one of the, I guess we are the only county in the state that has curbside trash service for the whole county. Some people have kind of took it for granted for years that, that's just the way it should be. But they need to talk to some of the folks in other counties, because we are the only county that does that. Most people pay $35, $40 a month for that. We pay $65 a year per household. And if you don't like that, all you gotta do is go sign an exemption form. You don't have to pay it. You can do whatever you want to with your trash. And that's something, like I said, that's something any other county don't have. As far as the jail is, right at this moment, is one of the biggest problems that we face in the Quorum Court is financing the jail. It is, any way you go at it, it's the most expensive part of the county to run, maintain. There's no easy, quick fix. The city and the county and their interlocal agreement, there's a lot of little things there that can be changed. And I don't know what the outcome of the jail will be, but we've got to do something to get the jail housing costs down. I mean, it's got to change. And I mean, we've got engineers looking at it. We've got management people looking at it, and we are working toward it, but as far as being able to say, yeah, this is what we're gonna do to fix the jail, I can't. But we are working toward it.
Once again, here are your candidates running for Quorum Court District 3 in the primary election.
My name is David Payne. I'm running for Justice of the Peace in District 3 of Independence County.
Brent Henderson, I'm a Republican, running for JP District 3, Independence County.
Don't forget, the polls are open for early voting. You can vote at First United Methodist Church on Main Street or at Southside Food Pantry Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. or on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The primary election closes on Tuesday, May 20th. The Chamber is proud to have brought you Project Vote Smart, helping you get to know the candidates running in the primary election. Now get out and vote smart.